A safe blue seat is suddenly competitive with former Governor Larry Hogan's last-minute entry in Maryland's Senate race.
And I think good people need to step up and try to make a difference.
Before they could take on Hogan, Democrats must first take out one another in one of the nation's most bitter and expensive primary contests. Three-time Congressman David Trone pouring at least $61 million of his own money to beat Prince George's County Executive Angela Alsobrooks.
Nobody should be able to buy a seat. This is not what democracy looks like.
But Trone argues that his fortune, earned by co-owning the country's biggest alcohol chain, buys him independence.
Everyone likes success. That's the American dream.
It's also a dream for Democratic fundraisers who rather spend their stockpile defending other seats.
90% of self-funders, 90% lose because they don't have good ideas and they don't do the work. I do the work.
Despite Trone outspending Alsobrooks 9-1, the race is tight. Alsobrooks hopes she can make history by becoming the first black woman sent to the Senate from Maryland.
I want a woman in office.
I would love to see a woman, because this is the era of women.
Roughly a third of the state's voters are black.
What we hear from so many diverse voters is we need someone who actually speaks for us, someone who has our values.
And Trone suggests he has more in common with them than his opponent does.
I went to public school. She went to private school. Someone that lived the life they did. Didn't even have indoor plumbing. We had an outhouse. And I grew up in a family that was destroyed by alcoholism. Destroyed.
As a child, Alsobrooks fled the Jim Crow South, her family finding refuge in Maryland. Today, she leads the state's second largest county. There, she was a public prosecutor and made history as the district's first black woman DA. On the key issues, she and Trone have plenty in common.
Abortion is a huge issue for me.
Though the procedure is legal, in November, voters will decide whether to enshrine abortion rights in the state's constitution.
Oh, it is absolutely resonating. The people in our state here understand, again, not only what is at stake for women in Maryland, but they care about women in other states.
Yeah, it's going to be a big deal this year. I mean, with what happened with Roe, everyone realizes elections have big consequences.
It's a weak point for Hogan, the popular ex-governor who is positioning himself as a middle-of-the-road candidate.
This is a good way to ruin your legacy, go out and lose an election. But it's that important that I had to step up and do it.
Having bucked Donald Trump,
the top of the ticket is, probably not going to do that well.
He hopes it'll be enough to flip the Democratic stronghold. Hogan vows to leave abortion rights up to the states.
I was attacked by both of the other challengers saying I'm going to be the deciding vote on the national abortion ban. I said, no, I would never vote for a national abortion ban.
Would you support to end the filibuster, though, as some Republicans are saying they might try to do to pass some abortion restrictions?
I think,
at 16
no,
weeks,
I'm a big supporter of the filibuster. I think my whole career is about bipartisanship.
And NBC's Julie Tsirkin joins me now on set. So, Julie, that was great reporting. Thank you so much for bringing it to us. So you've, of course, been all over the state of Maryland. You talked to both candidates, which is a great get for you. You also talked to voters. So what's at stake in this race?
Well, voters tell me first and foremost when they're talking about these two candidates in the Democratic primary that they have to pick the one that they think has the best shot at beating Hogan in November. That said, Hogan still has to win his primary today. His team feels very confident about it. I talked to them a couple hours ago. But regardless, that's voters' number one concern on their minds. They see Angela Alsobrooks, who we mentioned leads the second largest county, Prince George's County in Maryland, as their county executive. They say she doesn't have enough experience, perhaps, enough name recognition, enough money behind her like David Trone does. He's a three-time congressman. He infused nearly $62 million in the primary alone, making it the most expensive, the most amount of money any candidate spent on any Senate primary ever. So pretty big deal there.
I mean, it's a huge deal when you lay it out like that. I mean, the fact that he poured his own money, as you said, more than $62 million. How much is money going to matter, not just in the primary, but also in the general election here?
Well, it's certainly going to matter a lot because Maryland is not necessarily one of the seats that Democratic strategists, that the establishment in the Democratic Party had in mind when they were thinking about where are we going to put our cash, how are we going to spend our stock mile, because they have a lot of seats they have to defend. This is a really really competitive cycle for Democrats. Maryland being the one state that could potentially flip control of the Senate to Republicans or help them retain the majority next year. That's something they're really paying attention to. So I think they've strategically stayed quiet on this. And certainly Trone has demonstrated that he's willing to put in millions and millions more from an empire that he earned by co-owning the nation's largest alcohol chain.
Yeah. Also, of course, the other person in this race is, as you said, also Brooks. And she would make history, you said, as the first African-American woman from the state of Maryland to go to the Senate if she won in November. Talk about the importance of race and identity in this race.
Well, I don't know if you caught this, but in the piece, we have an exchange with Trone because I asked him, I said, what are you doing to outreach, to get that outreach to black voters in this state? Nearly a third of the electorate in Maryland, those voters are black. So both candidates know they need that vote. Trone's response to me was, listen, I had this tough upbringing. My family was destroyed by alcoholism. I had an outhouse. I asked him, though, that's the story you think would resonate with those voters? And he said yes, that he's the underdog in this race and that his establishment anointed, in his words, his opponent. Also, Brooks' campaign was very quick to jump on that overnight. As you can imagine, they sent out this statement from black elected officials in Maryland calling Trone completely out of touch for his comments. He's had some slip-ups when it comes to racial slurs in the past, too, just a couple of months ago during a congressional hearing on Capitol Hill. But voters I spoke to also really like the fact that, aside from other qualifications, also Brooks would be the first, not just black woman, but black person, period, to go to the Senate from Maryland.
Well, quite a race to watch and quite some interesting comments there from Trone. So thank you so much, Julie, for all your reporting.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.